Are you a foreign worker looking for job opportunities in Canada? If you're interested in LMIA jobs, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll show you how to find LMIA jobs in Canada using various resources, including the official Canada Job Bank website and other job search websites. We'll also discuss the specific eligibility criteria and requirements for LMIA jobs, as well as the documents you need to apply for an LMIA-exempt work permit under the Express Entry program. So, whether you're a skilled immigrant or a truck driver, stay tuned to learn how to find LMIA jobs in Canada. LMIA jobs are important for foreign workers in Canada for several reasons. Here are some reasons why LMIA jobs are crucial for foreign workers. Employment opportunities. LMIA jobs provide foreign workers with employment opportunities in Canada, allowing them to work and live in the country. Work permit eligibility. LMIA jobs are often required for foreign workers to be eligible for a work permit in Canada. Immigration pathways. LMIA jobs can also serve as a pathway to permanent residency in Canada. Many of Canada's immigration pathways to permanent residency require that applicants show a positive LMIA in order to claim points for a Canadian job offer. Compliance with regulations. LMIA jobs ensure that Canadian employers comply with regulations and demonstrate that no Canadian citizen or permanent resident is ready, willing, and able to fill a specific position in Canada. Positive impact on the Canadian labor market. The LMIA process serves as proof that hiring foreign nationals in the specified occupation and at the specified work location is likely to have a positive or neutral impact on the Canadian labor market. To find LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment, jobs in Canada, you can consider the following methods. Canada Job Bank. Visit the official Canada Job Bank website and follow these steps. Scroll down to the Temporary Foreign Worker section. Click on the Search button to view all job postings. Use the search fields at the top of the page to filter job postings by job title or keywords. Within the filter options, select the checkbox for LMIA-approved under Labor Market Impact Assessment, LMIA, status. Job search websites. Explore other job search websites such as Jubal, Canada Job Bank, LinkedIn Jobs, and Glassdoor. Use their search functions and filters to find LMIA jobs in Canada. Networking. Tap into your professional network and let people know that you are looking for LMIA jobs. Attend job fairs, industry events, and networking sessions to connect with potential employers and learn about job opportunities. Recruitment agencies. Contact recruitment agencies that specialize in placing foreign workers in Canadian jobs. They may have access to LMIA-approved job openings and can assist you in the application process. Company websites. Visit the websites of companies you are interested in working for and check their career pages for job postings. Some companies may explicitly mention if they are open to hiring foreign workers or if they have LMIA-approved positions available. LMIA requirements for employees. This is where our interest is. 1. Have a qualified education, such as a university degree, college diploma, apprenticeship training, or certification in a related educational program. 2. Possess the necessary skills and qualifications required for the specific job. 3. Meet any additional eligibility criteria based on the job category, such as compliance with safety standards and regulations for certain positions like truck drivers. It's important to note that the LMIA process is typically initiated by the employer, and they must apply for the LMIA on behalf of the employee. The LMIA is a document issued by Employment and Social Development Canada, ESDC, that assesses the impact of hiring a foreign national in Canada. The eligibility criteria for different job categories under the LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment, program in Canada can vary based on the specific job category. Here are some examples of eligibility criteria for different job categories. Truck drivers. Canadian companies wishing to hire foreign workers for truck driving positions must demonstrate compliance with safety standards and regulations for commercial trucks in Canada. Skilled immigrants. Express entry. Some jobs do not need an LMIA. 1. For example, If you have been working full-time for the employer on your work permit for at least 1 year, you have a valid job offer, and you have a valid work permit that is exempt from an LMIA under an international agreement, a federal provincial agreement, or the Canadian interests category. 2. Skilled work permits. Generally, for skilled work permits, applicants need to have 3 years of experience depending on the occupation, and in certain cases, only relevant education may be required. 3. Other job categories. In addition to the general LMIA requirements for all employers, there are specific eligibility criteria based on the job category. 4. For example, employers must be capable of fulfilling all the terms of the job offer for foreign workers, including paying a salary that meets the LMIA wage requirements. 5. Employers must not have laid off any employees in the 12-month period preceding the application for the same occupation they are seeking to fill. 6. Employers must have no outstanding compliance issues, and they must ensure that returning employers adhere to the terms of previous LMIAs. 7. Under the Express Entry Program, there are specific job categories that are exempt from the LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment, requirement in Canada. Here are the eligibility criteria for LMIA-exempt job categories for skilled immigrants. You have been working full-time for the employer on your work permit for at least 1 year, or an equal amount of part-time work. You have a valid job offer from a specific employer or employers. You have a valid work permit that is exempt from an LMIA under an international agreement, a federal provincial agreement, the Canadian interests category. It's important to note that for skilled trade jobs, up to 2 employers can make a job offer, and you must work for both those employers. These LMIA-exempt job categories aim to facilitate the hiring of skilled immigrants who have already been working in Canada and have established themselves in the labor market. By exempting these job offers from the LMIA requirement, it streamlines the process for employers and applicants under the Express Entry Program. To apply for a work permit under the LMIA-exempt category for skilled immigrants under the Express Entry Program, you can follow these steps. Determine your eligibility. Ensure that you meet the eligibility criteria for the LMIA-exempt category. This includes having worked full-time for the employer on your work permit for at least 1 year, or an equal amount of part-time work, having a valid job offer, and having a valid work permit that is exempt from an LMIA under an international agreement, a federal provincial agreement, or the Canadian interests category. Gather required documents. Collect all the necessary documents for your work permit application. This may include your job offer letter, contract, proof of work experience, educational qualifications, and any other supporting documents required by the immigration authorities. Submit your application. Apply for a work permit through the appropriate channels. You can submit your application online through the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada (IRCC) website or by mail, depending on the specific instructions provided by IRCC. Pay the application fees. Pay the required application fees for your work permit application. The fees can vary depending on the type of work permit and your country of residence. Wait for a decision. After submitting your application, you will need to wait for a decision from IRCC. The processing time can vary, so it is important to check the current processing times on the IRCC website. Provide additional information if requested. If IRCC requires any additional information or documents to process your application, make sure to provide them promptly to avoid delays. Receive your work permit. If your application is approved, you will receive your work permit. Make sure to review the details on the work permit to ensure accuracy. It is important to note that the application process and requirements may change over time, so it is recommended to refer to the official government websites or consult with immigration professionals for the most up-to-date and accurate information. When applying for an LMIA-exempt work permit under the Express Entry Program, the specific documents required may vary depending on the circumstances and the specific LMIA-exempt category. However, here are some common documents that may be required. Job offer letter. A valid job offer letter from a Canadian employer is typically required. The letter should include details such as job title, job description, salary, and duration of employment. Proof of work experience. Documents that demonstrate your work experience, such as reference letters, employment contracts, or pay stubs, may be required to support your application. Valid work permit. You will need to provide a copy of your valid work permit that is exempt from an LMIA under an international agreement, a federal provincial agreement, or the Canadian interests category. Passport or travel documents. A copy of your passport or travel documents that show your identity and travel history may be required. Education credentials. Depending on the job category, you may need to provide educational documents, such as diplomas, degrees, or educational assessment reports, to demonstrate your qualifications. Language test results. Language test results, such as IELTS or CELPIP, may be required to demonstrate your proficiency in English or French. Other supporting documents. Additional documents may be required based on the specific LMIA-exempt category and the requirements set by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. These may include health records, financial records, or any other documents that support your application. It is important to carefully review the specific requirements for the LMIA-exempt category you are applying under and consult official government websites or seek advice from immigration professionals for the most accurate and up-to-date information regarding the required documents. Subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification bell. Thank you for watching.